Okay, there is no way you can survive getting a motorcycle whipped at your face. Hey gamers, I'm Ricky with WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most savage, non-lethal takedowns. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most brutal takedowns that supposedly didn't kill anyone, which is super unrealistic because I'm sure they killed at least one person. Number 10. Choke/non-lethal boss options, Dishonored series.
Synergies to Formula 25.
This game series is all about subverting supposedly clear-cut moral choices. For starters, we're not sure that series hero Corvo Attano isn't leaving behind a trailer of guards with severe brain damage after being choked into unconsciousness. The non-lethal options for your various targets aren't exactly kind either. Your very first target, High Overseer Campbell, can be facially branded with a hot iron, causing him to be expelled from his order and left in the streets to go mad with plague. Later, the Pendleton twins get their tongues removed and are sent to labor in their own mines. By comparison, a crossbow bolt to the face is honestly a kindness.
Good riddance to you, sir. Some of these games you had.
Number 9. Brass Knuckles, Metro Last Light.
Move out! I still don't think we'll catch up.
Huh?
Given that the post-apocalyptic subterranean world of this game is home to mutants, bandits, and other enemies that have zero problem with murdering you, we wouldn't blame you for not turning the other cheek in the name of survival. But if you're really determined to survive without any bloodshed, you can knock out enemies with your trusty brass knuckles. But given that getting walloped in the face by a set of knuckle dusters would invariably leave you with a concussion, facial lacerations, and probably a fractured skull, it might be the case that a bullet to the head is the more merciful option.
Hey, was this?
Number 8. Subdue, Infamous Second Son. If you're more of the heroic type when playing this game, which allows you to use your newfound superpowers for good or evil, you have options for keeping your hands clean. Rather than putting enemies 6 feet under, protagonist Delsin can use this ability to take them out of the fight without killing them. It comes in several varieties, and we can't help but raise an eyebrow at the video variant, which causes glowing swords to pin your opponents to the ground. Yeah, we're gonna take a hard pass on going through that if we have any choice in the matter. Those guys don't look like they're having much fun.
Augustine's concrete ability more and more became the only obvious choice.
Number 7. Explosives, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Unsurprisingly, for a game that mixes two family-friendly franchises, it's pretty much short on murder. In their quest to subdue the rampaging Rabbids, Mario and company deploy a variety of safe and humane methods to subdue their foes. But we're not so sure that the Rabbids are happy to have full-on explosives deployed against them. From exploding rubber duckies to the target-seeking sentries, there are certain weapons which throw the whole humane approach into question. If the explosion itself isn't leaving the Rabbids with some serious burns and broken bones, getting thrown across the map only to hit the ground like a ton of bricks isn't exactly ideal either. Number 6. Fulton/Wormhole Extraction Device, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. The game literally has the word pain in it, but the Metal Gear franchise has always encouraged stealth and non-lethal takedowns. However, one such non-lethal takedown that looks really painful is the Fulton extraction method. The standard variant shoots enemies into the sky at speeds we can only describe as whiplash-tastic, while the more advanced variety pulls them into a tiny wormhole. Given that wormholes are entirely theoretical, we can't say for sure what going through one feels like, but we can imagine it might be like being stretched apart atom by atom and then reassembled.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Number 5. Velocity of a Spider, Marvel Spider-Man. Even our kid-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man sports some questionable takedown methods. Sure, being kicked in the face by someone moving at the speed of a car would be serious damage enough, but what about when he swing kicks enemies off the roof of a skyscraper? The game tries to justify this by having webs yank them into the side of the building. Yeah, not buying it. The whiplash of the sudden yank, not to mention hitting a concrete building at that velocity, would be more than enough to kill someone. Pete, you're a nice guy, but you've got more skeletons in the closet than you think. Number 4. X-ray moves and fatal blows, Mortal Kombat series. First introduced in the 2011 reboot of this fighting game franchise, X-ray moves are meant to be used midway through a fight to cause massive damage to your opponent, as opposed to fatalities, which end the fight immediately. This edition takes the brutal violence the series is known for to new levels, by zooming in and giving us an X-ray view of our opponent's bones and organs rupturing under our mighty blows. Mortal Kombat 11 takes this to more absurd levels with fatal blows. Face smashed in with an axe, shot repeatedly in the chest and face, stabbed through the head. Ha! In the world of Mortal Kombat, these are mere flesh wounds. Now get back up. Number 3. Super Moves, Injustice series.
Coming through, bro. My turn. Shell shock.
Apparently, the heroes and villains of the DCU had so much fun with their Mortal Kombat crossover that they decided to star in their very own series of fighting games. While that crossover gave the heroes supposedly non-lethal finishing moves called heroic brutalities, this series stretches the non-lethality even further. The idea that Superman's finishing move, which involves him throwing his opponent into the lower atmosphere before pummeling him back down to Earth, doesn't violate his rule against killing, is a bit hard to swallow. Superhuman characters like Brainiac might be able to walk away from that, but humans like Batman are another story entirely. Number 2. Stealth Takedowns, Batman Arkham series.
You gotta believe me!
I do.
When he saw his parents gunned down before his very eyes, the young Bruce Wayne swore an oath over his parents' bodies to rid Gotham City of crime, and to do it without taking a human life. Apparently, that oath left some gray area when it comes to concussions, broken bones, electrical shocks, lacerations, loss of brain function due to oxygen deprivation, and whatever the long-term side effects of being suspended by your ankles from a stone buttress are. Look, we get that everyone in this series is built like a pro wrestler and can take more damage than a tank, but this is getting ridiculous. Number 1. Takedowns, Deus Ex Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. This series lets you reap the benefits of being a fully augmented cyborg soldier equipped with cutting-edge combat technology and allows you to choose which augmentations best suit your playstyle. If you want the stealthy approach, you can dispatch your foes in either lethal or non-lethal ways. That's if you can resist turning them into mincemeat with your razor-sharp arm blades. But we find it dubious that getting punched in the face with a cyborg fist that can break through solid concrete doesn't put you in the future morgue. Protagonist Adam Jensen clearly isn't holding back his punches, and the sound effects are painful just to listen to. You're telling me that Superman whipping somebody down from space is non-lethal? Come on, people fall down the stairs and it's lethal. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this list, be sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed this list, why not subscribe to WatchMojo?